What up, guys? It's a moment for me to the meatless, and today I want to talk to you about food, which is the real medicine. So there's a saying that goes, you've all heard it for sure, it goes, you are what you eat. And that couldn't be any more accurate, because whatever you eat is what becomes a part of your body. Let's say like whatever you eat this year is still with you next year. It's part of your cells. So every 7 years, your body replaces all of your cells. You get an entirely new body. Every cell gets replaced. And what that ends up meaning is that whatever you did over the past 7 years dictates the body that you have today, right? So maybe the past 7 years you weren't so kind to your body, but now you can start fresh, and eventually you can have a whole new body that you can barely recognize. So what kind of foods am I saying that you should eat? Because most of you guys watching this, I'm assuming, are vegan, plant-based, whatever you prefer to call it. And maybe some of you guys aren't, that's cool too. I don't shove anything down anybody's throat. If you disagree with what I'm saying, great, that's fine. If you agree, great as well. If you eat meat and animal products, my belief system on that is simply that we should never inflict more harm on others than we have to. If we can live without harming others, then we should. If we can live harming others less, then we should. I'm of the belief that with us being smarter and having dominion over animals, we should protect them rather than enslaving, imprisoning, and slaughtering and eating them. That is my personal belief. You know, it makes logical sense. You can't really deny that. It makes logical sense. But if you disagree, that's 100% fine. It is what it is. One more point that I like to make is that the purest form of energy on this earth is the sun, okay? The sunlight, we can't eat the sunlight necessarily. We do need the sunlight to stay healthy, to produce vitamin D, which is not a vitamin, it's a hormone, and it's crucial to our health, but that's a whole other topic. But the sunlight comes down, the purest form of energy on this planet comes down, the plants absorb it and convert that into amino acids, and then the animals eat the plants, the cows, the chickens, the pigs eat the plants, we eat the animals. It makes more logical sense to me to go closer to the source, as close to the source as I can get. In any area of life, I want to go as close to the source as I can get, because things get diluted. As you get them second hand, third hand, fourth hand, they get diluted. So a more pure form of energy, you could say, is plants rather than animals, because those animals that have some of these nutrients in them, they get it from the plants that they eat. So you're getting those first it's the sunlight, then it's the nutrients in the plants, then it's the animal. So by doing that, you're getting those nutrients all the way from the sunlight, but you're getting them third hand. So you can get them second hand by going direct to the plants. The next thing I like to say is that when it comes to being vegan, there's so much junk food now, it's ridiculous. There are a lot of things out there that are masquerading as food, and they're not food at all. They're science experiments, and they were created in a lab. If it was created in a lab, it's not food. Food grows out of the ground. It grows out of the ground, maybe it grows underground, maybe it grows on a tree, maybe it grows on a bush, something like that. So whatever you're eating, if it came from anywhere except the ground, it is not food. It's not real food anymore. It's a science experiment. If you eat those kinds of things with your natural body, it's not going to, what's the word I'm looking for? Your body is not going to be able to assimilate it properly, because it's not food. Your body is made to assimilate, to digest, to absorb food, real food, with the nutrients that are in real food that come from nature, since your body is part of nature. So your body's not a machine. So with that being said, guys, even if you're vegan, think about becoming whole food, plant-based, which is where you just eat real foods. You eat whole foods. No extracts, no chemicals, no preservatives, none of this junk, just food. And if you want to take that a step further and eat whole plant-based foods in their natural state, uncooked, not heated above 118 degrees Fahrenheit, we call that raw. We call those people raw vegan. They're not, it seems so extreme to be a raw vegan, but it's not really that extreme, is it? No animal on this earth cooks its food except for people. We're the one species that cooks its food. Oh, that's because we're smarter. I mean, is it? We have massive amounts of disease. Whereas if you go in the wild, when's the last time you heard of this hundreds of thousands of deer dropping dead from heart disease or from monkeys suffering from diabetes? You know, there were some gorillas that were suffering from heart disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, and all that. You know why? They were in the zoo and they were eating man-made foods. They were eating the same crap that we eat. High blood pressure, all these things, they don't exist in nature. Cancer, all this stuff is from the unnatural way that we eat. So if we were to eat more natural, aka whole plant-based foods, preferably in the raw state, but if you can just do whole plant-based foods, you're doing great. And as much raw as possible, then we would be much, much healthier. So I'm just gonna leave you guys with that. Again, my name is Amon, this is from Meatless. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit a thumbs up, share it, hit the notification, support the channel, tell people about it. My mission is to reach 1 million people all around the world and help them to become whole food, plant-based, raw or close to raw, and get them in great shape. I've been working out and feeling good, feeling thriving like we should be. But on that note, that's all I got for you guys. I'm out. I'll see you on the next one.